my tutorial for a hot chocolate mug with faux chocolate drip and sprinkles. Okay fam, I have already prepped my tumbler with a 60 grit sanding block and white spray paint. Now I'm ready to apply my glitter using the glitter method. I'll be sprinkling the glitter on one by one and flattening the glitter with my gloved finger for the handle and parchment paper for the rest of the tumbler. Now please, y'all know you do not have to glitter your tumblers this way. This is just the way that I like to do it. If you have followed me for any amount of time, you know how much I love this method. But if you use glue, go be great fam. Use whatever method you like. Let your glitter layer cure or dry, then seal with a coat of epoxy. Now we're ready to add our snowflake stencils. I am using stencil vinyl, but you can also use removable vinyl, whatever you like. I also wanted to keep the glittered look for my handle, so I'll be taping it off with electrical tape. You can also use painter's tape, whatever you have on hand. When you're all finished, spray paint your tumbler with your paint color of choice. I used white, but then I looked at it and said, yeah. And decided to add some blue along the top and the bottom. It was not straight at all. It just looked like I sprayed blue spots all over, so don't feel like it needs to be perfect. When your paint is dry, peel up your stencil. Then we'll be ready to seal this layer with a coat of epoxy and add some sparkle. I epoxied my tumbler, then I added some opal chunky glitter right into my leftover epoxy and spread it all over the tumbler. Be sure that whatever glitter you use is translucent so we don't completely cover the snowflakes. Let this layer cure, then we'll be ready to add our decal. For my decal, I have been obsessed with PDB's UV DTF decals lately, and this week is no different. I saw this decal and I had to have it. It fits my personality to a T. Give me a cup of hot chocolate, a good book, and a cozy sofa in a room with the only lights coming from a fire and the lights on the Christmas tree, and I will be in heaven. Heaven! Now you may be wondering, Vanessa, why are you cutting up that decal? This is just a little trick that I like to use if I have a curved surface that I need to apply a decal on and the decal is pretty straight across. Now you can go ahead and try to slap that decal on there and just work out the wrinkles. But if you want an easy life, just go ahead and cut your decal into pieces and apply to your tumbler. Now there are some decals that you're not going to be able to do this to, so good luck with that. But this one, I saw how I could cut it into 3 pieces and apply it to my tumbler just to make it easier for me to keep all those wrinkles out and to apply it to this curved surface. When you're all done, you'll now be ready to seal with a coat of epoxy and add some more sparkle. I'll be using a white chunky glitter mixed into the leftover epoxy and placed all over the tumbler except for on top of the decal. I didn't want to cover the decal to help with readability, but I love how this glitter gives the look of snow, so I kind of went a little heavy-handed with it. Let cure and you can absolutely be done, but we know I'm extra. So I decided to add a chocolate drip. I love using nice and thick for my drips, but fam, if you have another method for drips that you like to use, please use it, okay? Do it, okay? This is just my favorite way to create them. I add my nice and thick and then my micas, and how I know my drip is ready is when I can apply it to the side of my cup and the drip will barely move. It'll move a tad, but it shouldn't move too much. Now, in a little bit, what I was going to do was I was going to bring my phone down and record it so you guys could see the view from the side, but I neglected to restart the video. So here is a reel of me applying a drip so you can see what I do. I just apply around the rim and let gravity do the rest. I have now noticed that my phone wasn't on and restarted it right in time for me to apply my marshmallows and my sprinkles. But here is a tip: wait to apply your marshmallows. They weigh a tad bit more than the sprinkles, so they kept moving down the tumbler. So apply them after applying your sprinkles to allow the drip to set a little bit and support the weight of the marshmallows. I ended up taking the marshmallows off and reapplying when the drip was set up a little bit more. Yes, I added more sparkle into my epoxy just because I wanted to. You don't have to. But anyways, seal until smooth and then we'll be ready to decorate the bottom. Now, because we don't have a lot of room to do much, I'll be keeping everything on one layer. I'll be adding a vinyl circle, a snowflake, and my signature along with a touch more sparkle. That's it, guys! Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. I love making drip mugs this time of year, and this one turned out so stinking cute! A huge thank you to all of my Patreon and channel members. Your support is all the things. Have fun making your hot chocolate mugs, and I'll see you again next time.